FBI. Like on my computer, I have the FBI agent. He knows what I like.
What do you think your FBI agent is doing though?
Watching me.
But why? Like,
Yeah.
honestly though, most people's lives aren't that important for the FBI agent.
Wow. My life is important.
But I'm saying, is your life that important for the FBI agent to actually spend his whole dedicate his life?
I'm gonna tell you why.
Okay.
Because my FBI agent has been watching me from a child, right? So he already knows that I'm gonna be big and famous, and you know, he already knows.
Or
that person. So yeah, he watches me.
Oh yeah, FBI agent could just be hating and plotting to make sure you don't get big and famous.
Wow. Why would you put that in my mind? When I imagine my FBI agent, I imagine like a old Morgan Freeman looking type of guy, you know.
I picture like a white guy. Probably
See,
like,
that would make me nervous.
it's like a white guy. He's like probably like 40 years. You know, he's like 30. He's like 40. He's like 40, 45. In with a black suit on, a tie. And like he got black hair and it's like a shortcut, but it's like a little.
That's your FBI agent.
Yeah, that's my FBI agent.
My FBI agent, he real chill. He's like that granddad that everybody loves.
Right. No, he's more like that creeper.
So he always just, you know, he chill. He come to work in, you know, t-shirt, basketball shorts, Jordans. He be chilling, you know.
Okay.
That's why me and my FBI, we cool. You see, like Grey's Anatomy, he knows this is what I like, so he keeps it on the screen for me all day until I get back from class, because he knows this is what I like. Does it have to be like a serious topic?
No, it's like it can be anything. Like it can be random, the most random item or topic, and I would have to go about it like the stereotypical conscious person.
So when you say conscious, are you like?
I'm talking about conscious.
Are you black conscious or are you
like,
white conscious? Like it's a different type of conscious.
Hey, I'll let you pick.
I want you to be white conscious.
All right,
So
white conscious. What topic? Go.
I don't know. Broccoli.
See, look. The man is trying to keep the green out of our hands. So why do you think there's a food desert? Think about that. They keep the green dollars out of our hands. They keep the green dollars out of our pockets, and then they create these food deserts to keep the green out of our stomachs. See, it's the man oppressing us, not just economically, but physically through the greens. And that's why they're putting chemicals inside the broccoli, because they understand that they can't control the money like they freaking used to, and now they see that we control the money and we're about to control our diet, but they can't. But they can control the food. So you need to go make your own greens, make your own broccoli, and stop the man from controlling you. Boom.
Why did you make that voice? Why?
That's the white. That's the white.
Why is that your go-to stereotypical white person voice? Like,
I mean, I can switch it up a little bit more. But that's like the epitome of whiteness in my mind. Like that's like the. It doesn't get more white than that.
Right. See, hold on. See, now you're trying to come for me.
I'm just saying, is it a paper bag? Is it a paper bag test to see how black
I'm not. Look, I'm not saying that. I'm just saying, like, generally speaking, when you look at somebody, you can tell whether they're black, white, Asian, Hispanic. Like you can tell when you look at somebody. Like I know for me, like when I was growing up, I moved around a lot because my dad was in the military. So I always was around like different people, like different races of people. So the one thing that I saw consistently, like wherever I moved, was that black females, they always had big butts. So when I was younger, I used to think, well, to be black, you have to have a big butt. And so it's like, it's things that you see, like, that make the standard for what you believe, like, being black is. Like, I really thought that if you have a big butt, you're black. Like, you're automatically black. It doesn't matter what your skin looks. If you have a big butt, you're black. Like, that's just what I thought, because that's what I saw.
I mean, hey, all I'm saying is, if we live by that standard, a lot of y'all will be...
Wow. Wow. Camera off. We're done. Wow. Canceled. You have a drop of black blood in you're black. Like, that's just what it is. I'm not saying that you have to look like this. I'm just saying.
And this is part where I bring it all back around.
Go ahead. Go ahead.
People do these ancestry tests all the time. And pretty much every white person I mean, it's undeniable because they spring from us. They got some black blood in them somewhere, and then the genes are so potent that you can't wash it out.
True.
So under that definition, every white person is black. Therefore,
I mean,
there's no real such thing. It's just made up. It's all constructed.
I just don't agree.
You're not gonna take yourself? You're not gonna take yourself?
You can physically see it. Like, you cannot tell me that. Like,
It's a mindset. Because look, check this out.
so you're telling me that if I look at you and I'm like, oh, you're Asian, like that's right, like that's correct. If I'm like, oh, you're Asian, like that's
Maybe you
that's
know what I'm
mental.
saying. I might, but just because.
But you're not.
But check me out though. As I said, there's all different types of phenotypes. So you have people in Africa who have like slanted eyes too, and they might come to the States, and somebody may look at them and say, "Oh, that's an Asian person," but really they just come from a different part of Africa that didn't get that much exposure. I'm eating you up right now.
You're not gonna make me.
You know,
You're not.
I'm eating you up already.
You're not gonna make me. I'm sorry. I don't agree.
Remember, like I was gonna tell this story about like looks, but it's almost irrelevant now because I already kind of just shut you down. But
You didn't. I'm still. Saying
I was doing substitute teaching, and this white kid comes in, and he has a beard that looks like mine. I mean, it's like a little bit more red. It's like, bro, you clearly have black in your family. So I said to him, I said, what's your background? He said, oh well, he gave me all these like European areas, and he's like, oh, and then on my grandmother's side, I have a little bit of this, but you know, that's not really important. He's technically black under all standards in a way, but definitely in American standards.
Well, then he's black. Listen.
But he
I
looks
said
white,
if you have look. See, now you're trying to confuse. You're trying to.
Like their skin might be a little bit more transparent, or their nose might be, you know, more narrow, all of that, but they still consider themselves black. So black doesn't really exist. It does in a mental side of it.
It's not mental
But
because you can physically see.
it doesn't hold up scientifically.
Okay, I can agree with that. Scientifically.
It doesn't hold up.
But I just
That's what I'm saying. It's just a social construct. It's a reality.
that's what I'm saying.
It's a mental reality though.
It's a fact.
It's like a social reality.
No, it's not.
Yeah.
No, because you can see.
But not with everybody, because there's certain
when you meet a person, the first thing that you notice about them is what they look like.
Agree.
So, with like you see if somebody's black. You see if somebody's
not
white.
necessarily.
Yes, you do.
I'm telling you. Even all right. So
Yes,
even
you do. Look.
Even
Look.
I'll let you go.
Look. So I work in a daycare center, right?
Let me hear this.
I work with kids, probably like 1 to like 13. It just depends. So I was with the 4-year-olds one day, right? And it was right after nap time. And this one little boy, his name is Isaac. He got up and he just came and gave me a hug. I was like, okay, what you want? He was like, Miss Christina, I love you. I was like, I love you too. He was like, your skin is brown. I said, yeah, my skin is brown. He said, and my skin is pink. I said, yeah, it is. He said, I still love you though. I was like, okay, that. I wasn't upset with him, but I feel like the way he said it let me know that somebody at home said something.
It was like, I'm gonna let you slide.
Yeah, but it let me know that somebody at home like probably said something like, I still love you though. Like somebody had to say something to him about race. Like that's the first thing that people notice. Like they notice your skin color. They notice your facial features. They notice.
Okay, so then this is thing too. All right, so we have this general idea of like what the black person looks like, but in Africa, must be a good text message system.
I'm sorry. I'm sorry. Let me put my phone on do not disturb.
You know,
Wow.
you trying to talk to your sisters.
I was gonna put it on do not disturb. That's crazy.
All right, so even in Africa, you have all types of different hair textures, all types of different phenotypes.
True.
All different types of lips, face structure, all that stuff, different heights, all of that.
True.
So when you look at somebody and you're just like, their nose isn't wide enough, or their lips not big enough, or their hair isn't kinky enough. Those are all still things that would derive from the originals, which would be black people, or at least what we would consider being black people today.